Hello YouTube, it's Phil 20 again today, and what I want to talk about today is solar power inverters. What we got here today is my 600 watt Ames pure sine wave inverter. And I've also got a Harbor Freight Special 750 watt inverter. And what I want to talk about is the difference between them. This has more power, this is 750 watts, this has less power, it's 600 watts. This fan runs whenever it has any kind of a load. This one doesn't. This one, it has to warm up. It has to have a certain temperature before the fan will come on. It's not on now. It's hardly ever on. This is going to serve all the purposes that I had designed this system for. I can run a computer. I can run my modem and router. I can run my hot water off of my Renai control system. And I can charge every single portable device we got with this here. There's not a whole lot that it can't do as of the small electronics. It's a 600 watt inverter. It's not huge, but it's not small. I think this is exactly what I needed for my application. I'm not running a refrigerator off of this system. I'm just running the things that I, use a lot of. So, for instance, the modem and router itself, they run continuously. So does a Renai hot water heater. It's always got electricity on it. So I want to be able to use that. Something that I want to directly remove the certain capacity that continuously runs. Once I did that, I was like, hey, let's put a few more power strips down here, and when I want some electricity, I'll turn it on, and when I'm done with it, I'll just turn it off. So I charge my phones down here, my Wi-Fi phone, my Windows phone, I charge my cameras, all my stuff gets charged down here. But I wanted to talk about the differences between these two inverters. So we got a Harbor Freight, and then we got a pure sine wave inverter. This is a modified sine wave, this is a pure sine wave. And this inverter itself will do the same thing as this one, except it has bad electricity in it. The electricity that comes out of this Harbor Freight inverter is called modified sine wave. I can't explain it to you in this video, but if you look it up, you'll find exactly what I mean. Modified sine wave is halfway between square sine wave and pure sine wave. It's not good for electronics, but it's better than square sine wave. This one is pure sine wave. It's the same electricity that you're going to be getting from your, power grid, your power company, whatever company that you're going to be, receiving power to your house. You plug it into the wall. It's the same type of power that this outputs is what you get on that. When you plug up electronics to this type of inverter, you hear a buzzing sound, and that's your transformer dying. Okay? So whenever you plug it up, don't leave it plugged up long if you're using one of these. If you're going to use one of these, you can plug it up indefinitely. It'll work just fine with it. But if you don't want it to die, this right here, don't plug it into Harbor Freight Special. They're not very good for those type of situations. So, why did I choose this inverter? Because it's small. I don't need to run a big inverter, and I want to be able to run the inverter as long as possible. I don't want to turn it off. I want it to continuously run. You're going to say, Phil, that wastes electricity. Why don't you just turn it off and turn it on when you need it? Well, I want the convenience of it being on. So I leave it on. And it runs my hot water, modem, and router. I like it. It does what I need it to do. And whenever I need to, I'll plug a computer into it and do a video when the power's out if I needed to. So I've always got internet until somebody hits a telephone pole and knocks down the telephone pole. That don't happen too often in this area. Sometimes it does. I've had a couple of telephone poles get hit, but I don't think they knocked the internet down yet. But indefinitely, I would always choose a pure sine wave inverter after learning what I know today. Save your money, get one of these. They're better, they're more efficient, and they just make your electronics last longer, and I think we can all agree on that. So I just figured I'd give you a video on this today. It's Field 20, Guns, Games, and Racing, and I'll holler at y'all later.